She walks, not in darkness like the night, but in a kind of hazy twilight. For her there is no past, no future, only a puzzling now in which much is familiar, but little is known, in which intellect is not even a memory, and intuition fails. She has a mission to take care of her man. That man, the love of her life. He sits hunched before a computer monitor, his habitual place for 20 years. He is the center of her universe, his work the center of his. She has always had the supporting role where she was comfortable and invisibly indispensable. He treats her like a little girl, but it's always been that way. She feels cared for, even when he chides. But like a child, she sometimes tries his patience with her unending bids for attention. His focused silence, once only an annoyance, now stings her eyes. She has a mission. She clings to this, to serve, to clean, to cook. This is her desire. She wanders her kitchen as if it were a stranger's. We all know that feeling. Where are the things I need? Now, there is another question. What are these things for? We all know what it feels like to have something on the tip of our tongues. What does it feel like when something is on the slip in our brain? Not words, but understanding itself, playing peekaboo with our cognition. Or sunk in irretrievable depths, like a wedding ring that slipped from your finger out on the lake. You didn't notice when it happened. Ever after, you'll envision it falling away, slipping away into the green, sun-streaked water. Some days, you think you actually saw it happen. She opens and closes one cupboard after another, scanning glasses, plates, and mugs for clues as to her next step, to serve, to care for, to love that man, intently examining his computer monitor, as focused on not thinking about his here and now as she is unfocused on hers. Cabinet doors swing open, one after another. She rearranges glasses for no apparent purpose, except to be doing something. She closes the doors quietly. She cannot bear loud, sudden noises. Bowls. Bowls are good. Bowls are simple. Cereal goes in bowls. Milk goes on cereal. This is something she can do. Making tea has become too complex. She removes 2 bowls, turns to set them on the counter behind her, and is surprised to see 2 bowls already on the counter. She gazes at the 2 in her hand, her brow knit, her lips tighten in confusion and disapproval. The unsightly hairs stand up in the age lines above her lip, and in the dimples of her chin, puckered with the clenching of her jaw. She turns again, placing them abruptly on the counter, or the cupboard from which they came, walks to the fridge. Her steps short and jerky with upset. She has already forgotten the bowls, but the upset stays with her. She pulls the milk from the fridge. Suddenly he is beside her, one hand lightly on her shoulder. Her initial delight evaporates as he reaches and gently takes the milk jug from her hand. Honey, we've already had cereal this morning. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Deflated, she watches as he puts the milk back in the fridge, the bowls back on their shelf, and returns to his computer. She will sit beside him, perched on the edge of her chair, the cereal forgotten. She will stare with interest, completely lacking comprehension at the monitor which so engages his attention. She reads a few words out loud, the same way she reads billboards and road signs. Random acts of word reading comprise the bulk of her conversational range these days. After a few moments, she stands, walks with purpose into the kitchen, surveying it as one might survey the kitchen of a friend. She opens a cupboard door. Bowls. Bowls are good.